Hello, all of my little storms. Welcome back. Today, I'm going to be... I'm not very energetic today. I'm a little sleepy. I'm eepy. But today, we're going to just do some art and just do drawing. There's nothing really much other than that. I have no plans. We're just going to kind of sketch and draw whatever I feel like it. I do have a asset that I will be working on that I kind of want to update some stuff to. So there's going to be that as well. And last but not least, just some small announcements before we move on. So if you want to skip any of these little announcements, you can. It'll probably be like a minute, 2 minutes. Starting it now. So I have commissions open. I do have a Black Friday sale going on right now. I think that this might be over by the time that YouTube sees it, but I don't know. It depends. You can always go and check if it still says that on my VGen. Unfortunately, I can't say it on my artistry, but if it says it on my VGen, that means that it's still available. You can also check Twitter to make sure, like, hey, is this still, like, ongoing? And it probably will, because I might have an extend. I may extend it. I may. I'm debating. It depends on demand. And then next, merch. For people that are watching live, today is the last day in order to get in on this sale, I think. Unless it actually was Friday, but I didn't really check. But if not, there will be other sales in the future, and I'll try and keep more up to date with it. It's kind of hard to when you're like balancing so many things of content creation. But I will try and keep up to date with that. And last but not least, Qandle is also having a sale for Black Friday as well. Today is the last day for that if you're watching live on here. For those that do want to watch live, we are live Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Wednesdays and Fridays is 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Saturday and Sunday is at 11 a.m. That's why I'm a little eepy. I do take a lunch break in the middle of stream, so there is that. Sometimes I do also walk my dog. And then usually on Wednesdays and Fridays, I'm going to be ending stream before I have to walk. So, yeah. You gotta take time for yourself even with stream. And I think that's about it. Jose, welcome in. I'm eepy. I'm sleepy. My mod has finally arrived, everyone. Everyone give him a round of applause. Hi. Hi, sleepy. I'm Jack. Did you really just dad joke me while I'm eepy? Did you really just dad joke me while I'm eepy? Okay, so I'm so tired. I've been going to bed really late because I'm just like, I need to get stuff done, and then it's like, oh, do you want to call? And all that, and I've been really bad of being like, I'll only stream like, 3-4 hours. Streams 5-6 hours.
I'll kick your ass in Party Animals.
No, I don't. Maybe we'll play Party Animals sometime next week, okay, Jose? Actually, we might play Party Animals on Saturday because I'm having troubles with Monster Hunter World. So we might have to change Monster Hunter World to a Party Animals stream. It depends on the day of how I feel. I think it's just I need to get used to doing these streams. I think it's just because I want to do longer streams on the weekend because I stream so early. But then I'm like, no, I must limit myself. So I will tell myself this. Jose, make sure that I keep up to this. Don't take a nap, okay? Make sure that I end stream at 3. Make sure that I end it at 3 or 4, okay? So that I can have time to go walk my dog and do everything I need to do else today. No, don't take a nap. You take a nap, you're getting no pictures. You hear that? You take a nap, you're getting no pictures. Alright, so shall we move over to stream? Oh, there we go. Hey, I said what I said. I said what I said. I said what I said. Parts of my body are still waking up. George, put the gun away. Put it away. Anyways. Sorry, I was just like looking at something. Anyways, we're gonna just we're doing some art. Art. Because I have missed one, I'm running out of art of me to use to post on Twitter sometimes. But also two, I just kinda sometimes miss drawing myself. I've been drawing like a lot of fussier pictures that I can't show yet, and a lot of work in progresses on those. There's a lot of whips. I have a whole folder, and it's like, yeah, they're full of whips that I haven't completed or finished. And I'm just like, I'm kind of tired working on these. Let me work on something else for once. So, we're kind of, with this one, what I kind of want to do is I'm gonna draw like an outfit kind of situation, but it's basically so in my lore, I'm supposed to be a related to like a lord and lady family. So yeah, a lord's family. That means like a high nobility family. And I'm gonna draw like if art didn't get or kind of quote orphaned and stuff like that, and what if they were raised under the lord and lady
ladies nuts.
No. Keep trying to figure out how I want the I was gonna do like another kind of like piece. But then I was like, I'll do this. I will say that this has will have some hints to my 2.0, but I'm not gonna say what. I will say I keep like thinking, oh, I should like release my 2.0 next year, and I'm like, nah, I should probably at least stream like maybe a year or two with this one, with this model, and then switch it over. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm going for like a lot of the classical princess dresses. Like a lot of classic Disney princess dresses. I don't know why. I just like always have liked those classic dresses. I actually want to wear one for my wedding. Like a classical kind of style, like I totally know what I'm doing. Totally know what I'm doing. No, that is the new thing. Messing up. Shh. Does she see nothing? You see nothing? Trying to like it's hard to incorporate this design without it looking weird. Because Art's family crest is this upside down heart. And they wear their crest on their crest on their body. Or not on their body, but on their clothing. Just to kind of show that, hey, I'm from this family. I guess I could do it the way of how I tell my If that works. It's hard to figure out. I want it to like kind of have just because I think that'll add more. It's classy but dramatic, and I feel like art would be a little bit more dramatic. But my true question is, I want to off of actually a shoe I have. I have many shoes. I do. I don't know what I'm doing, but I made a shoe. I don't know how shoes work. A shoemaker. Can work with that. Sometimes I have to remember how I draw my ear, because I'm gonna be honest, I do draw my ear differently. If you ever wonder how to draw my ear, gonna be honest, even I draw it differently every single time I draw it, so don't worry about it. You never know how to draw my ear. As long as it has the ear cuff on it, we're good. Yeah, this is an ear cuff. This is not how my ear normally is. It's a symbol of adulthood. You know what? I probably should save this. I haven't saved this at all. Now, of course, it doesn't completely look like me without my little thing. My little... I'll draw the other eye. Then I want I'm gonna still keep it in the classic style that we have, but it is gonna change. I've actually been thinking about doing this, like, kind of like royal or or lady-like kind of style. I think a lot of people don't realize that I am a lady. I'm back. Hello. Hello, back. I'm dead. You know, a lot of people don't like this trick, but it's good if you need to just make it for. Oh, that one was that. That's another pose for something else. Huh? As someone who does art for fun, I love copy. If I oh yeah, copy paste. Yeah, copy paste it. You know what? Sorry, I'm a little out of it today. The coffee hasn't kicked in yet. But yeah, I mean, for sketching, you know, as long as you just copy paste it, I mean, fine. It's easier. It makes it faster. I don't know any artist that doesn't do that. And any artist that doesn't, you guys are masters. Teach me your ways. Because I've seen people that can literally do another eye without drawing it. Sometimes I can, but it's like a 50-50 dice on whether or not. And you just gotta go with it. I use circle tool as well, anything to make art easier. Yeah, I don't use circle tool just because I've tried that technique before and I hated it. I was like, it's faster for me to just do it with like me drawing it myself. But I think it's just because I've drawn so many eyes for characters that I'm just like, I can do it. And sometimes I do draw both eyes. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I really want to do. And how I want to create it. So there's that. Yeah, we'll just start with you. Like he's up. There we go. Really do only pixel art spread. Ah, yeah, pixel art is kind of easy to copy and paste for the most part, as long as you know what you're doing. Yeah, this one is like more head-on, so it's easy. I've actually been thinking about trying to get into pixel art, but I'm just like, I feel like I would be too frustrated than have fun with pixel art. I think that's my problem. Because I've seen how people do, and I'm like, that looks so cool. But then I'm like, oh, putting in each individual little pixel sometimes for certain things. Yeah, no, thank you. But I love looking at pixel art. I've always loved it. I've loved pixel art games too. I just love looking at them because I'm just like, I'm so fascinated. And it's just walking sprites, nothing. Hey, I can't even do that. So as an artist that can't do it, I find it fascinating. Ugh. Try to like do this in a way that they would probably with. It's when we get to oh god. I know how their usual outfit is, and I'm just like trying to think of how do I make their usual outfit but make it look fancier. Because I have so many ideas for like other things. Oh yeah, I have to make your legs transparent, don't I? That's gonna be weird. You know what, let's start with your pants. I can start with that. You can at least do your pants. I was like, you're getting your pants done first. And then usually they wear it below the knee, but you know what? We're gonna novelette it because I like that style. And also, you already act a little, so might as well have it. Trying to mix like two styles. It does work that, so that will work. I know I know none of my thinking sounds like nonsense. But this is how I think. I'm trying to mix my boyfriend's character that he has with kind of also a little bit of how. So I have a design for him in my lore, and then he also has his own avatar. So I'm trying to like mix them together to where it looks good enough. And it's coming in hard because of what the fuck do I do for the shirt? Ah. I think with a lot of designing characters, or like, you know, when you're designing a character, you know, you have a default outfit for them and it's pretty easy. But then when you're trying to like put them in other outfits, then you're like, what do I do? Okay, well, he'll be shirtless for right now while I try and think of it. He'll just be shirtless for the time being. But then we will get a little. Usually, when you're picking up something like picking it up from kind of the side. How am I about to fall asleep? It's 3 p.m. Hey, you know what? That's what I like my art streams to be. Honestly, for the most part, because some of my eventually people will they'll start doing this. Eventually, my chat will start doing this. Oh my god, yeah. No, you're gonna fall asleep now. Now you're not gonna fall asleep. There. I was like, yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't take long for the chaoticness to start happening, and then you're not gonna be able to fall asleep at all. Sleep is for the wicked. Oh my goodness. Yep. Oh, yep. They're gonna keep going for a while. Oh my goodness. No. No. How has this been raised to 41% already? I am afraid. No, I do not want to do a daddy art.
Oh yes, Daddy.
I do not want to do a daddy art reading stream. I don't want to read fan fiction. No, I don't mind fan fiction. It's just like, there's some fan fiction out there in the world. I will have to probably be like, okay, we're gonna vet some of this before I actually think about it. So we're trying to pick up this from over here. Let's kind of section it out like, so this is up. And even kind of be. And because in this house. There we go. Perfect. I think the thing I know the most about anything is I know a lot about drapery. That's why a lot of my clothes. And honestly, it's just a lot of practice. Those look. It looks too. Brush. On it. Have some. There we go. And I will say this looks ridiculous. Me trying to draw looks ridiculous with all my stuff on. With my little drip. And you can never say you're trying to get tired and you're trying to be tired in my chat, because that would be like, no. Gotta stay awake for this, because you never know what's gonna happen. No?
Vaporeon was
No.
almost banned due to all the Rule 34 of it. For more information, look up Vaporeon Rule 34.
Please don't do that. Just trying to draw. Man, let me draw. Sounds like her. No, don't. Please do not. Please. We're underage. Please do not do. Well, if anyone's underage in my chat, why are you here? It's 18 plus. There we go. it was kind of hard to imagine how to turn. Because my hair is not very, like, turn friendly. I know because I made my own rig, my model and my rig. And I can attest it's not very turn friendly. There we go. I need to do, make, oh, I usually what? Wasted? How wasted is art? Yes. How's wasted is me? No, it's now wasted. No. It is now wasted. I'm very wasted. I might take a break in a second to go and get some lunch. Cause I think it's just because I have not been getting much sleep. I at least have to go to bed at like 8 or 10, or else I am just like exhausted the rest of the day. And I kind of hate it. Because you would think like, oh well, you know, you're still, because I still get like a pretty good amount of hours of sleep. Look at that. You know one thing? Our new sleep schedule is gonna be 4 a.m. No, don't one of us me. I'm gonna take a quick break actually, because again, I am very exhausted. Hey, I wanted to really play Party Animals with you. It was my fault for staying up. It's but I was good. I stopped playing Party Animals. And I actually went to bed. Well, you know, it took me an hour, but it did it. Idiot. Hey. Put the gun away. Put the gun away, Jose. Oh my gosh. Don't blame me, woman. I'm not blaming you. I was just saying stuff. Look, I'm not blaming you, Jose. Okay? Not blaming you. Even though I could. I'm not blaming you, but I do want to kind of take a step back and just kind of walk away a little bit. Ow! Ow! I just want to take a step back and just kind of walk away a little bit and go to the bathroom, maybe get some water and just maybe a snack. And well, I don't know about a snack, but I guess I could get a protein bar really quickly. But my eyes, I think I need to also just like splash some cold water on my face. And maybe that will kind of help me. So let me go and kind of like do that and kind of just freshen up a little bit. For those that are, I do record this for YouTube, so for YouTube people, I can just pause the recording. But for those that are watching live, now if you need to go and take a break, kind of like stretch too, this is the time to do it. I'll be back in a bit. And unfortunately, George will be in charge. George is my little frog companion here. So, let us continue on. I might just be sketching these just to have some other art on the side for things. Because I'm gonna be honest, I very rarely nowadays like create art for myself sometimes. So sometimes it's just a nice break. That is not the control I was looking for. Pressing all of the wrong controls. Apparently, maybe I still need a break. Oh, no. It's fine. It'll be I'm like trying to imagine kind of how this is gonna turn out in the end. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. Might even be very different compared to this sketch.
Mother, I have Jose hostage. I will trade him in exchange for Disneyland tickets.
What do you mean you'll trade him in exchange for Disneyland tickets? George, we don't even go to Disneyland. We can't afford Disneyland, George.
But if I kiss a prince, I will be a pretty princess.
George, you are a pretty princess. You don't need no man to kiss you to tell you that.
And Gaston looking submissive and breedable.
No! Jose, you're gonna be looking submissive and breedable in this. I'm done with it.
Listen, Mother, I'm kissing Gaston and Maleficent. If you want, I'll maybe let you kiss Flynn Rider or Chewbacca.
Chewbacca? Wait, why Chewbacca? I don't understand. Should I know why Chewbacca, George, or should I just gonna be like, yes, Chewbacca, definitely.
I will tie you up and leave you on It's a Small World while I go in all the other rides and kiss all the Disney princes.
No, you were not leaving me there. No. Do not leave me on It's a Small World. Out of all of the things, George, do not leave me on It's a Small World. For those that don't know, I can't. I despise It's a Small World. The song, just too freaky now for me. It's too much. I can't even.
Then we have a deal? I'll get us front row seats on Indiana Jones.
You're gonna get us front row seats. Why are you getting us front row seats on Indiana Jones? I don't even like Indiana Jones, George. Oh, look at this handsome young man. Look at you, Jose. You look so handsome. See, I told you, you and Vess would look good. You would look good in Vess. Ugh. Such a handsome young man. Oh my goodness. Handsome. Beautifully handsome. Me, yes. Yes, very handsome. Anyways, I do have Jose, stop spamming me with those. Look at you, man. Oh, I didn't do your feet. You know what? Actually, it kind of works. Because technically you are barefoot, aren't you? I mean, for this you do have to wear shoes though. I'm gonna give you some nice shoes. You can't have your toesies out, unfortunately, for this one. I know your normal model, you have your toesies out, but you got them grippers out. But you can't have your grippers out for this one. Give me the grippiest grippers? No. I was like, I can't even draw the grippiest grippers anyways. The token. Stop. Stop. Stop it. I can't give you that, Jose. I think it's good for now. Because, we may come back to this. Because I'm basically just going through and sketching stuff, and then we'll go back and kind of start coloring if I want. And maybe rendering and shading, depending if we have time. But yeah. So right now, I'm gonna work on something that I kind of been wanting to work on. I want to get a new little drawing tablet asset. This one that I have is really great, but I want one that's more like custom, you know? So we're gonna be doing that. So I have some ideas here. The only reason that these are here is literally just to make sure I get the correct shape down, because this is actually, yeah, this one is more accurate to how my drawing tablet actually looks like. This black one, it has the little feet. Actually, this one's more accurate. It has like this little thing and then it has the feet here. So this is very much more accurate compared to this one right here. But I want to make one that's a little bit more custom so that it kind of like fits with everything I have going on. Like the blue works. I still do want it to be that, but I want it to also like be more me. You know what? Hold on. I'm actually gonna do. Oh, I keep forgetting which area it is. I want it to be more me. Because I think that that's nicer. Have something that's a little bit more, you know. Like I could make it look like George, but I don't want to do that. I'm actually doing something else with my 2.0 that does the George thing. I will be probably making an asset for this model. I don't think I'm gonna make it like a full toggleable rig, part of my rig. I think I'm just gonna make it like an asset thing instead, because I don't want to go back in and redo all that stuff and then add a new one. Just, I don't want to go through that process. So, yes. Yeah. Actually, I should have done it on here. Yeah, I cannot draw sometimes a straight line for the life of me. I draw a straight line more diagonally. There we go. Get a nice little... I actually think that I have to... Trying to make it like as big as possible, but then it makes it there we go. That's better. I was gonna do this in a color. I could make it be purple to fit in with more of my stuff, or I could keep it in this blue. I think it just depends on how I want it. Like, yeah, this is like one thing that I do hate about this, about like a fill tool. Like sometimes it's just like you have like a little area that's like outside of the normal section, and it just goes nope. Which is summers. I actually have a black. Kind of like this because I just really want like to make a quick asset, and sometimes I don't have the time during the week for this, so doing this kind of like right now is actually really helpful. To be honest, sometimes just doing assets for yourself can be enough. And it's just cool. I actually do, I do VTuber assets. I just don't like advertise them very much. Because like, you know, a lot of people are probably way better at doing them than so. There we go. A little. There we go. It's not. I'm like trying to be like, oh, I need to put like, I was like trying to pick a coloring layer, and I'm like, no, that's not what I need. I need to change the name of this to say flats. Yeah, I'm just weird. There's just no thought, okay? I have very little brain cells now. I am wondering if maybe I should just go back to my usual schedule, which was Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, where I have like a day in between. But I'm just like, but I like doing my weekend streams because a lot more people are able to kind of chill out and hang. So I will say though, next Sunday I will be taking off because I want to do something. Well, also, it is your birthday, so it's your birthday, Jose. So I want to do something. I will say what? Yeah. I want to kidnap you. And you have to go and make you feed me. Make me what? Feed me. I'm broke. Hey, you still got $40. $40 can buy a nice meal. Oh my. Ow! Oh my goodness, Sin! Wait, what the heck? Oh, there we go. Oh, wait.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water.
There we go. It was a little delayed. It was a little delayed. Hello! Hello, Cobra Raid! Cobra Raid! Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Sin! Hello, 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 hello Raiders, welcome in. I am Art Creates. I am a Storm Deity VTuber that does a whole lot of art and also does a variety of different games from horror to cozy games. I don't play FPS games though. unless it's Slime Rancher. That's my only one. But hello, what were you playing? Oh, Fire Emblem Engage. Oh yeah, I did see you tweet about that. Oh no, god damn it. Frog, yes. George is here. Art Trim. But hello Raiders. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for raiding. So we're currently now working on a how's it going? It's going good.
I am here. Give me your offerings.
No, George, don't listen to him. Ow! Don't listen to George. Ow! It is going good. I'm a little sleepy today, so we're kind of just doing whatever. I've been having an idea in my mind to actually make a new drawing tablet asset, so that's kind of what we're doing right now. Are you kidding me? Really? Really, Jose? Do you take IOUs? What do you mean IOUs? Ow! Jose! Ow! Seriously? Seriously, Jose? Do you mean you like want an asset or something? Ow! Ben?
Sin is asking about offerings to me. I am a merciful deity.
Yeah, George is merciful. George is, quote, merciful. Yup. George is somewhat merciful, yeah. But anyways, right now we're kind of working on a new drawing asset. I was kind of sketching some kind of like royalty lady style AUs of me.
Sleep with one eye open. I will stack cheese on your face.
George, hello, Sleepy. But anyways, Raiders, I just want to show off really quickly. Besides this VTuber asset I'm working on, this is all the other art that I've made in the past month. Literally in the past month. So, I just want to show that off really quickly. But how was Engage? How has Engage been? I'm not a Fire Emblem person, but how was it? I can offer a broken sword from the last enemy I fought. It looked nice. Oh my gosh. No, stop! Oh my goodness. Yep, they just... This is my mods, everyone. My mods. This is what my mods do. It's fun. The story is pretty cringe, but the gameplay is pretty fun. This yippee sound effect will make me I know. There's a reason that I'm so glad I have the headset I have now, because I can physically, on my headset, actually turn the sound down. I don't have to go and turn the actual volume down. So I can turn the volume down on my actual desktop, but then I can also turn it down in my headset, which is amazing. Oh my gosh. One of my enemies smashed an entire fort in one turn. Oh my goodness. Ow! You know, they either throw a bunch of yippies or they throw Pokemon plushies at me. Those are their only options. I was thinking about adding like a holiday one, like a holiday throwables. But, I don't know. It depends on how I want to do it. Maybe. Ow. Seriously? Okay, when you say that the yippies are gonna make you insane, they'll now start constantly throwing them. Save yourself, Finn. Save yourself. But anyways, I was gonna say, if you guys do need to go and you need to rest, because I know that streaming can take a lot out of you. It has taken a lot out of me for the past several days. So if you guys do need to go and take a break and do whatever you need to, you can. If you like gameplay and I see. I don't know anything about Fire Emblem. So I'm gonna leave the explanation experts themselves. Saying that. Need to mod my 3DS. Oh. Yeah, I'll be lurking for a bit. Have a good one, y'all. Okay, bye, Sin. And again, thank you for the raid, Sin. Oh, let me write down really quick that you raided me, because sometimes I forget who raided me and who didn't. Oh, no, I'm trying to spell Sin. Why the hell am I spelling raid again? Jesus. There we go. I don't know why. Okay, when there's two ends right next to each other, I just turn it into an
Here
M.
is the law for Fire Emblem. Hot anime boys. You're welcome.
Hot anime boys. That's it. That's all I needed to know, George. That's all I needed to know. Pretty much, and anime girls. Jose, you've left out the girls! Equality. Don't worry, baby girl. Baby girl, we got you. Ooh, yeah. I got my waifu in here, so my waifu got me covered. In mod actions, we can see who we shouted out for you. I know. I just don't have that on my thing. I have to go, like, literally into... I know somebody, because they get, like, a lot of raids, what they do is they take a picture of, like, they go and just look at, like, hey, this is who raided me, and they just take a picture of that, and then they post that to say, like, you know, thank you all for the raids. And I'm like, that's kind of nice. I think I might do that, or like implement that if I start getting more raids from people. But for like a one-off person here and there, like I just write it down in like a little thing so that then I can shout you out individually. It's just easier that way. But if it's like, you know, if I get like 30 people raiding me in like one stream, I'm gonna be like, oh, I need to take a picture because I'm not gonna remember all those names. I'm not that big yet to do that with, but you know, but I like, you know, I like raids here and there. It's really great, and doing all of that, and also, you know, with, and it's nice to just, you know, have other people share their community with me. It's nice, and then they all have to deal with my chaoticness. You made them have to deal with my chaoticness, but I'm like, no, if they deal with your chaoticness, I think they can deal with mine. Anyways. I'm kind of wondering if I should have put this cloud motif on the top too. I don't know why I can't, like, no, put it down. There we go. This seems weird, but that's the best way that I can do it. I want it to be. And then instead of this being, do it up here. I forgot. I need to close it. And then I'm gonna make a aspect, which is my little gem that I have. Perfect. Actually works. That is all that's going to be on there for the... I think that this looks... Oh. I know what I could alter that. There. Better natural brush for... But... I might need to go and take another break again. Which, with drawing, should take more breaks. Even though I did take a break, but it's okay. Or I was just trying to find... There we go. I want to put a little bit of like, lightning. Because, I mean, it is my brand. And so, actually on my logo, so on my logo, I have like two little like wings on it. And a lot of people don't know what that is, but I've started to implement that for like my 2.0. So you won't really know what that represents until my 2.0. So it's like a little small hint to my 2.0. There's a few things that I do every once in a while that are like little hints to my 2.0 and kind of what it looks like. I did show you people on Wednesday kind of the silhouette, but and that is the finalized design. It's just gonna probably take me over a year to rig it because of the things that I want to do and that I might fuck up a lot to make it. And I'm also still debating on whether or not I want to make a chibi as well for that one. Because like I have chibis for all of my bigger models. So I'm like maybe I'll do a chibi. But that 2.0 will mean that I will be probably retired. Like the outfit that I wear for my 1.5, like this outfit will basically just be a heck? Oh, I know what happened. Hold on. Excuse me. I'm like, I just looked up at my drawing area and I'm like, wait, why is there like something missing from here? don't know. I want to try and like figure this out. I think it's because I moved some stuff around. I know what I need to do. There we go. I was like, why is that blank? I know why. It's because there was a disconnect happening because I moved stuff around and I forgot to update it. But yeah, there's two little like wing thingies and it just is to my 2.0. But for kind of messing up how I do the wings. Some people, what they do is they like put it up here to do it up there, but I'm just like, I kind of want to have it like more frontal. Then I think it breaks kind of up things down here. There we go. Make it kind of be on. And so it kind of like looks like it's on top. Like trying to figure out where to. There we go. Oh, I think I can release myself from jail. I think I'm done. Also, I'll change back to my normal. Sometimes you just want to be every day. But yeah, this outfit will probably be kind of not really retired. It'll just be like casual. It's my casual outfit instead. I need to put this over in. There we go. And I saved it. I actually do need to go and take another break. I need to go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back. George, you are in charge. Alright. Just continue on. Actually, it's kind of nice taking these breaks like once every hour to just kind of get up and walk around. Maybe I should do this. You know what I'm gonna do? Not do that. Also, hello, Pug. I think we'll go with this. I'm gonna be honest, I've seen ones that are like super uber duper complicated with doing these drawing tablets. And I'm just like, I don't need that. It'd be cool, but I don't need it, you know? So I think that we can kind of go into kind of shading them. You forget. Usually normally. I need. Happening. There we go. We're gonna soften up these edges. How's it going? It's going. I'll tell you that much, it's going. I've been really tired, but we're making it through, so that's a thing. Is this Earth's power? The pack? No, this is a drawing tablet. The drawing tablet. I'm just drawing I'm just kind of drawing it because I want like an actual drawing tablet that kind of reflects more me, you know, with my theming, besides it just being blue. So this is kind of what I've come up with. And then start turning the shading off. Or and now we're gonna oh. Oh, I have the wrong thing. I'm trying to draw and I'm like, oh no, I'm on the blur. Oh, I keep drawing with the wrong thing. Hmm. Oh yeah, that does make it pop a little closer. This? eye has been feeling weird. I'm so glad that I'm going on just. I actually have an eye doctor appointment on Friday. It's in the morning though. I'll be able to. Thankfully we're just gonna play a game on Friday, so if I do have to have my eyes dilated, it's okay. That'll be but actually. There we go. And like losing feeling in my leg. I want to sit in a particular way and it's like, no, you must now lose feeling. But what? Feeling in what? That when something pulls together correctly. Sweetly those. And one thing that some people do, which I think is a little bit kind of cool. Oh. Is what they do is they actually make it look like it's glowing around the edges. That's what I'm gonna kind of do, but I need to make it slightly smaller before I do that. That's what I'm gonna do. Basically take this base. This. Make it. I guess to make sure, I have to. That. Probably already put. Oh wait, went to the wrong thing. What I hate is like, I'm gonna be honest, I know plenty of people that fucking use Gaussian blur, and I'm like, y'all are crazy, cause this shit is weird. There we go. But then it kind of looks like there's... Can't really see it here, but it's supposed to look like the screen is actually like glowing on me, you know? Of course, anybody that actually has it that bright where it's glowing that brightly, you need to get your eyes checked. But you know what we could do is we could try and implement this right now if it works. Save as... Let's actually see what happens if we change our current drawing tablet. So this is mine that I have right now, right? Let us actually try and implement this and see what happens. Funny enough, they actually have a this person that I got this drawing tablet from, has a frog one as well. Oh my gosh, look at this. This actually works. This works a lot better. And technically, if I wanted to, I can make it like really small, like this tiny. I'm like, this is too tiny of a drawing tablet. Who has a tiny drawing tablet like that? No. Me over here. Make sure that our drawing tablets are. Because this is too tiny. This is too tiny. We all can agree that this is tiny, right? Like it works, but it's too. Or bigger.
Kinda big.
Yes, it needs to be kind of big, right? Right? There we go. You may not be able to see like all of it, but it's enough to kind of show, right, George? Actually, I can move it over a little bit. It's enough to be more custom to me, right? Like I do, the blue one works, but this one works a little bit better. There you go. Technically, if I wanted to, I could make it somewhat bigger, but we'll do with this. And if I need to, I might get one that's a little bit more custom than this. Might even make the drawing area just bigger. Actually, I think the only thing that needs to be done is literally taking this stuff and just kind of making it. Like, if it was that big, it probably would work, but then I would have to kind of probably do. Actually. Hi, Munchkin! Like, it needs to process what I'm... Here, we can actually update it. It'll update itself. Oh, there it goes. We're just playing around now. Oh. See, now this works a little bit better. It's just because of how I place myself that I have to put... But look at that! I can actually see the little wings on it too. It works. It works. Actually, this is smaller than the drawing tablet that I currently have. Do you want to know how big my actual drawing tablet is? This is how big my actual drawing tablet is right now. Actually, in front of me, it's like right about here-ish. That's how big my actual drawing tablet is. It's a pretty big drawing tablet. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna keep. I can hide back here, but like, hold on a minute. Can't see what I'm drawing. I can hide. Oh. I want to be able so that you guys can kind of see the little wings. That's what's important to me. I kind of want you guys to see the wings. Hey, but it looks like it's glowing, so as well. So that's great. But it fits. It now fits with all the theming that we have going on here, compared to my previous one. The blue was nice, but now this one's a little bit better. Wow, making an asset in a day. See, you can make assets in a day if you really put your mind to it. Oh. Hello, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the little storms, and I hope that you enjoy the chaos. But yeah, we are finished with making another new little asset. So see, I do these like little things where I just like kind of slightly increase the stream. I just stopping by to follow. Saw you last night on the Qandle. Oh yeah, hi, welcome in. Yeah. Thank you for dropping by and giving a follow. I rarely talk in the server, but when I do,
George Hungy, feed me a candle.
no, George, you cannot have a candle. Sorry, ignore George. But hello, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I gotta be in that server a little bit more sometimes. I think it's just hard. I'm doing other stuff, so it's hard. Anyways, let us, my question is do I want to kind of do some more drawing of this? I kind of want to do some colors.
I will surpass the child safety locks.
No, George. Do not surpass the child safety locks. I feel like George will eventually figure out how to do it. Wait, George, you don't even have like thingies. I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine. Anyways, let's kind of place maybe some flat colors down for this.
I will not get stuck in the lock again.
You will get stuck in the lock again. I know you, George. You will get stuck in the lock. No, I was already on brush. I just need to make color. On me, I can draw hands.
Mom, can you get this lock off of me and throw it out? I got stuck again.
You know what? No, George. You can wear that lock as a little accessory now. Because then I know that you won't get locked in it. Before I like try and fill it, I should probably make sure this is all. There we go. Then gotta sometimes show a little bit of leg. Ow! Oh my gosh. Why? George, why are you mean to me? Why are you so mean to me, George? You don't need to be mean to me. I gotta get used to using my I have like emotions on toggleable emotions. I gotta get used to using them. I think the only reason that I can't when I'm drawing most of the time is because they're over on my number pad, and my number pad is far away from how I set up my normal controls of things. So sometimes kind of impossible. No. Cannot be free. Cannot be freed from your mortal coils. Now let's start a little bit of working on like the top part of Alright, you know what? I would as a week. That's something. But let's just say for the most part, I'm really excited for me working on my 2.0. But I can't show you like everything. But I can show little sneak peeks of stuff. Because it's not gonna be completely that is how it will look. More of here's like a little crumb. Because I'm a person that really likes to share a lot of things with you guys. And I'm just like, no, I have to keep some stuff self-contained. I have to keep some self, like, you know, a surprise. And I'm just like, surprises? No, but I want to share with you guys everything that I'm working on. So I'm gonna do this. We love gradients here. Okay, I may be a yes. I love gradients. I'm gonna be honest, if I could make a dress like this, I 100% would. I can. I actually have a sewing machine, but it'd be hard to try and find fabric that's dyed this way. So I'm gonna probably have to dye it myself, and that's a whole other learning to get it right. And And if anyone is wondering, yes, this is very much inspired by like old-fashioned Disney princesses. Because I grew up on that, and gotta be honest, I really like those old-fashioned dresses. The only live-action dress that I really like from the Disney live actions is Cinderella's. That was beautiful. That dress was beautiful. I actually love the color blue, so I thought that dress was very, very beautiful. I was like, I want that. But then the thing is like, I wouldn't even know where I would put that dress. I did get it. I'm wondering if I wanted to layer it, or if I could leave it like how it is. I don't know. You don't want it that big. Yeah. Here. There we go. I actually kind of like that everything is very basic. Actually, most of my stuff is quite basic with how my... Yeah. I don't have a very complex model. And I do that on purpose. Because... honestly, I think that if you make something too complex, it makes it very difficult for people. I put my little gem in there because that's important. Important for me. I actually really like. Trying to put all. If I don't name all the layers, at least the sections are named, right? And now I want to do... The silhouette is kind of based off of shoes that I do have. I rarely wear these shoes, but they are nice wedges, I will tell you that. They are very comfortable. I think it adds like... I think I end up becoming almost 6 feet tall, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm normally very tall. I think these add maybe about and I think it adds like maybe it's like almost 3-4 inches, which by the way I'm like 5'7", so I get really close to being almost 6 feet tall. I'm like the same height as my boyfriend in these, which does make it nice. Now they're kind of inspired, but they're not going to be exactly. Because I do kind of want to play Something I do. So the one thing that I do hate about these is that my toes are out. I kind of don't. Got to, yeah. There we go. All right. I actually kind of like that these look like sneakers almost. And honestly, that's kind of how I roll. I look good with my sneakers on, don't I? That this. Oh, but sometimes it ends. Gotta figure. My initial idea? Wait, this? They kind of look like closed-toed sandals. Actually, that looks... This is if I want to cover them up completely, but this looks fine. That is the shoot done. Ow. The hair and face. Yeah. And then I think I might be ending stream because we've been going for about like, you know, we've been going for 3 hours. We made this new asset, so, and put it on, so we've done a lot. We've done a lot today without really realizing that how much we've actually done. But it's great. Yeah. I may actually size this up a little bit more when we're kind of finished with the flats. Actually, try this right now.
Bye, Pug.
Oh, bye-bye, Pug. Thank you for stopping by, Pug. Oh. I just want to make sure that it doesn't, like, start looking, like, too... like, fuzzy looking. Sometimes that can happen. If anything, I can make this, like... I think what I should have done... Actually... Can't even... This should have been bigger up here. But then it makes more sense, but it's okay. As long as with the flat colors, I just enlarge it. It usually is easy to fix than compared to if I do it with, if it's not flat colors. Ooh. Oh, the...
I read the title as No Pants, No Problems.
Is it no pants, no problems? No. I actually thought I spelled it like that. No, I did not. I said no plans, no problem. But I guess if you just look at it from a glance, yeah, it kind of does spell that, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, Daddy.
Why? It saved me from typing yes. It makes you... And it makes you... Stop! Oh, I... Honestly, I feel like my... I'm gonna be honest. When the day comes where that doesn't make me cringe anymore, I will be afraid. Me. No, we just have easiest thing to do, as I say. Pressing the wrong button. Because I'm like used to pressing certain buttons and things, and I'm just like, that's not how that works anymore. I was starting to... Oh, why? Twitch doing weird things again. It keeps crashing. Yeah. I think Twitch has just okay. Twitch's app is awful. Everyone agrees. Even streamers agree that Twitch's app is awful. It is the worst app. Like, YouTube's app is way better. I think it's just like they're trying to implement a lot of new things and it's just not working well. And they keep messing it up. Like, they had a problem with like the chat for a while, like for like 2 weeks at least. It wasn't bad for me until it auto updated. Yeah. I think like I have my updates set to alert me before you update. So I get to choose whether or not it updates. So whatever is happening, I'm betting you're not the only person that's complaining right now. You're definitely probably not the only person complaining to Twitch right now about it. Because if you're having that issue, a lot of other people are probably having that issue as well. Yeah, that's even why I don't— Ow! 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 No, it randomly did it normally. I have to do it, man. Ooh, ow! You testing all this stuff? Yeah, it has been a while since I've actually been able to have this stuff up because things have been weird. I'm sorry, was that a giant frog? No, it's a froggy chair. It's a froggy chair from Animal Crossing. But now that I think about it, it should be a froggy hammer, shouldn't it? But not as big. Well, it looks like we know what you're drawing next. I guess so. Okay, now that this is all basically done. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'm trying to like make this a little bit bigger. But the problem is that because the it's mainly what's happening is because of the gradients. Gradients are being weird. Because they go all around the entirety of There we go. I think I might work on this like later because oh, I was right. Sorry, I'm like trying to like think of stuff. Actually, I'm trying to think about what I want next week to be. I may be only streaming 3 days next week, which will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, because on Sunday it's Jose's birthday, and I want to do something. I do want to go and celebrate, and also, he still owes me my stuff. I need to get my birthday present from him and stuff, so we need to exchange things. And I actually have a birthday present for him, so. See, this does look a little bit fuzzy, but we can go in here and kind of fix stuff. But the other thing is that at least we didn't do it with the rendering, because then the rendering would be even fuzzier. Well, of course, far back it doesn't matter. It's pretty fine. This is here, but I think I can figure out the shape. But yeah. I think for right now, and actually for this, I did kind of make it big enough, so that'll be fine. I'm just stretching it out, but I think I need to work on like a lot of stuff. I don't know why my little editing software that I have that does auto captions, for some reason the auto captions wasn't working, so I'm hoping today that it will work for me editing my clips, or else I'm gonna have to pull up another editing software that I don't want to pull up in order to do it. And I'm like, why? I don't want to do it this way. Yeah. I think it just doesn't understand me because I was doing kind of like a little bit of a different voice for like my gremlin, when I had my gremlin model on Friday, and like none of that is being like heard at all. Here's everyone else, doesn't hear me. I'm like, great.
For Jose's birthday, Mother says let's make Jose a DILF.
No. Not what I'm doing. Anyways, I think we're gonna leave it off here for the time being. So we're gonna save this like little bit of a whip. Here, let me actually put it on so that it has like the sketches, so people can kind of see what's happening. Will this ever become an outfit? Maybe at one point. I don't know. It depends on how I want to do things. This may become an outfit. Will it? For certain? I don't know. Well, I'll debate on that. I'll debate on it a little bit. But without any further ado, let's go over. Oh my gosh. I forget that the jail works on all of this. I have to figure out a way of how I had to do it. Oh, let me put my drawing pen away. There you go. Let's actually see who's streaming right now so we can raid them. Because I kind of, one thing, my dog really does want me to take her out for walkies. So I gotta do that. And the other thing is that I got to I gotta do like some other stuff as well. So that's really great. I'm like seeing who's streaming right now, so that then we can go and probably either raid somebody that is currently streaming, or we can find somebody else that's doing art. Now the one thing is that there's so many people that do art that I think it's just hard to kind of find new people to raid. And you know, I would love to like get a list together of like people that I could raid. But the thing is, I have to check out your stream and just make sure that it's appropriate for like what I kind of want, and or like not what I want, but that I'm like I feel comfortable like raiding into. So it's very hard for me to find new people to raid, but I think, you know what? Let me see if anyone that's currently in Qandle as well is currently live as well right now. Oh my god. That's not exactly what I was thinking. But sure. Let me just copy this link. There is right now. So let me just go and check this person out to make sure. I always check beforehand. But yeah, speaking about Qandle, we'll talk about a few things before we're.
But a candle from Qandle. A candle a day keeps the arson at bay. Use promo code MELT for 40% off this weekend. Art gets a small cut from every purchase using her affiliate link.
Yes, I do. So it does help me. Let me see. You know what? This person looks pretty cool. I actually kind of like their model. Their model's really cute. It looks like they even have full body tracking too. And fun things for you, Jose. They're building a Gumpla. Oh, they're a sea dragon VTuber, but it looks like they might be a sea slug as well.
Also, mother's scent will be wet dog.
My scent will not be wet dog. Actually, that reminds me. Let me just say this like little thing before we go in and raid this person. Let me just say one thing. So I talked with the people from Qandle. And they did say, and they, oh, thank you. And they did say that I can have 2 candles. So we can have a George Creates candle and an Art Creates candle. We can have both. So we can't have both. I did ask them. They did say, yes, you can have both. We can do both. And so we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. So I hope.
Pond scent for me and wet dog candle for mum.
A pond scent. You know what? Sure, we'll make it pond scented. But anyways, so everyone kind of grab the raid while I continue on like kind of talking about this. Here, let me just get the raid started so you guys know who we're gonna go and raid. But let me just say this last minute thing. I do have 30% off sale on my commissions. That just means that for my normal
Arson
commissions,
and depression scented candles.
you get 30% off all my commission. I also do have new merch available because my birthday and everything. So there's new merch available. I don't think the Black Friday sale will be available when this video goes up on YouTube, but for those watching live, this is, I think, the last day. And if it isn't on sale right now anymore, I guess Friday was the last day. I just haven't been keeping up with it, and I'm very, very sorry about that. And again, 40% off for candles right now. Today is also the last day for using code MELT on Qandle. You get 40% off of your order. And yes, I do make a cut from every single candle. I make, I'll just be transparent, I make $2 from every single candle that I sell through my affiliate link, and I make $3 from every single wax melt made through my Qandle affiliate link. So there is that. It helps me, and it helps me do more for the channel and everything. But anyways, without any further ado, as I always say, may the winds guide you. Until next time. Goodbye, everybody.